He's Jay. I'm Lizzy. Welcome back to.
Beauty and the Gamers.
We'll see if they like the intro better.
I thought it was good.
Anyways, this is our Money in the Bank 2017 review. I think we can do like a little insider here. Do you remember back in the day on the PlayStation 2 when we first met and you had the video game?
I don't think that was PlayStation 2.
It was.
I think it was PlayStation 3.
Whatever, PlayStation 3. No, because it was a thin one. It was a little one.
Well, no, it was probably on the
Yeah.
Xbox 360.
Either way, it was a long time ago. And I fell in love with wrestling, and it was the song, I got money in the bank. Shawty, what you drink? I got money in the bank. Shawty, what you drink? No?
Who was that from?
It's a really unattractive guy. I can't remember his name now.
Oh, I'm going to have to look it up.
Yeah.
I thought it was a
He's
Young
really,
Buck song.
really, really unattractive. But
It might have been a Young Buck song.
that was like over 11 years ago. And yeah, good times. Anyways, let's get back into 2017 Money in the Bank.
Yeah. Young Buck had a money in
Young
the Bank song.
Buck. I don't know why they just didn't keep that song for it. Because it was
no, it was Little
perfect.
Scrappy featuring Young
Oh,
Buck.
okay. A little scrappy.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. But,
And they used that song for the pay-per-view.
the pay-per-view, I don't know why they
A
just couldn't keep
long
using
time
it because
ago.
it was
Well,
amazing.
it was 2009, apparently, is when that's... Well, no, that's
2009.
not...
No, that's not
when the
no.
song came out.
Nah. But anyways, 2017. So,
2006 when the song came out.
we didn't watch the pre-show match. Yeah, 2006. It's a long time ago.
It is a long time ago. 11 years.
11 years.
Anyway.
So, yeah, I love that. And we didn't watch the pre-show match.
No.
His fault, not mine.
Did you watch it?
You were playing Alliance.
No, not you. Did
You?
you watch
Did you?
it?
Did you?
Congratulations if you
Did
sat
you?
through it.
Did you? Okay, yeah, I didn't watch it either ways because it had Zack Ryder and whatever, who else.
Mojo
Anyways.
Riley's, the Hype Bros, they were back as a tag team.
Why? Because Mojo isn't on his own storyline now, where he's like begging Shane McMahon to like put him in the game. Been on the roster, I'm doing a good job. Whatever. We're wasting too much time
that's
on
the
them
point.
anyways.
We're waiting for the heel turn from Zack Ryder at this point.
Okay. Anyways, why does he dye his beard? It bothers me, but okay. The first ever Miss Money in the Bank. Let's talk about it.
It was good. It was a lot of good spots, but they were safe spots for the most part. So I was happy about that.
Low key, because he's like the safe person. I was over here like, do something reckless. Do something reckless. You know.
Yeah, well, she would want Charlotte to do a backflip off a ladder
because
on another person's laying on a ladder.
There's still like lame dudes out there that don't believe in women's wrestling, and so I'm like, do it. Like, show them. Like,
yeah. So you want them
know?
to kill
No,
themselves on live TV?
No, I don't, because I know from Edge and Christian talking that like it's a problem that their careers
Ladder
were shorter
matches are
because the ladder
dangerous.
matches are so dangerous, and you know I wish that they could still wrestle, but Edge is just done. Like his body's done, so it's not a possibility. But like, it was a good match.
It was a good match.
It was really solid. Like, I was really impressed. I could have did without Becky, though. I always can, though. So that's my deal.
I thought Becky did a good job in the match.
Like, she's a solid performer. I'm just not ever interested. Like, ever since NXT, I've never been a Becky chick. Like, there's something about her that irritates me. Even when Fergal talks about her, I'm just like, I don't care about her struggle. I don't care. Yeah.
If you don't know.
Oh, yeah. I call him Fergal. You know.
She thinks she knows him on
That's
a
his real
personal
name.
level.
That's his real name. Okay, get with it. So Charlotte, solid performer always. What did she do? A twisted moonsault?
Yeah, like a twisted moonsault
Off the top rope.
from the top rope to the floor onto
Tamina and
Tamina
Natalia,
and Natalia.
because they're the most experienced and they could catch her properly.
Yes.
So
no one died.
That was good. Tamina took a lot of bumps, man.
A lot of hard bumps.
A lot of hard ones.
A lot of
like,
ladder shots, a lot of hard bumps.
They
for
just
her.
kept hitting her, and I felt bad for her.
But she can take it because she's a champion.
So Carmella like spent most of the match, I feel like, in and out. Like she was kind of the rester. And then let's talk about the ending because that was so controversial. Like
Yeah.
What? Like,
Um,
so the clown, James Ellsworth.
I initially thought that he was gonna be one of the people that will take this big bump off a ladder. And
Right,
do
like he
something
would be
crazy.
distracting, and then she would get up there and get it herself. That's not what happened.
That's not quite what happened.
So he knocks. What was it, Becky? She's so forgettable. To
Yeah,
me.
it's Becky. Yeah.
So he knocks Becky off,
And then he climbs up.
Sorry, Becky.
He grabs the ladder.
Yeah.
And he just tosses it down to Carmella.
Like he just grabs a briefcase and is like, he has it, and then he just drops it. She catches it, and she's like,
she won.
and then they ring the bell. Like one of the refs rang the bell, and then they're arguing. Like the
but
refs
none of the
are
other
arguing.
refs came in to like raise their hand, which was
No.
interesting too.
And he's like, ring the bell. Elmsworth's like, ring the bell, ring the bell. So then the same ref that called it rings the bell, and she's like, yes, FABO. Yeah, no, like all that, and it was just, I felt like it made her look weak, and I feel like I didn't like it very much. Like,
No, it wasn't.
I don't
wasn't
mind
the
him
finish I wanted.
distracting and like coming in later, but I just didn't like.
Well, I expected him to take a big bump,
Yeah.
and that would be the catalyst for Carmella to go up and climb the
Right.
ladder and do something. It just
So I guess it's kind of like okay, but it just kind of makes everything a little weak. Like I don't. Yeah, whatever. That's fine. So let's move
spent a
on.
long time on that one.
What's the next one?
The New Day versus the Usos.
Can we talk about the Usos entrance and how good they look now? Like, I'm just saying, the Usos were never like a thing before. They were always like in the kitty paint, and it was like, ooh, 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 and the little like chant crap they had. But now they're
Ooh,
like,
so.
yeah, you know, but they're
Ooh,
like,
So.
whatever thing.
Well, they
said.
did their tribal dance.
Yeah,
before.
nobody cared.
Oh,
So now, yeah, no, now they're like legit people. But then the New Day, of course, everybody loves the New Day, right? They're just hilarious. You're WWE. You know, I'm not going to do the whole thing. But yeah, that was a good match. And like,
Really good
there were
match.
several times I jumped up, like, off of this seat right here. I just jumped up, like, oh my God. No, who's going to win? And this guy was like, nope, it's not over. Oh, what's going to happen? Oh, you know.
That's
So
what they call
we were really,
false finishes.
yeah, we were really hyped for this match.
It was good. It was a good match.
Yeah, it was a good match.
I appreciated the match.
So are New Day gonna win at SummerSlam, or you think they extend it longer?
No, if they don't win it by SummerSlam, they're not gonna win it at all.
Okay.
But there's the pay-per-view for SmackDown in between here and
What's that one
SummerSlam.
called?
I think they're gonna do another Battleground.
Because Great
For
Balls of
SmackDown.
Fire sucks. So.
That's Raw's pay-per-view.
I know, but it sucks.
But SmackDown's gonna do. I
Yeah.
think they're gonna do a Battleground in late July.
Okay. Okay, makes sense. All right. So here's where things get a little interesting. So the Usos decide, oh no, we're not going to let you win. So they go and grab their belts and they get counted out. So technically, the New Day won, but they had no opportunity to get the belts.
That's
so perfect
heel.
heel behavior.
Yeah.
Like,
Just
what?
walk out.
And the fans were so into this match. So it was like, what? And as they're walking out, fans are like, ah, like, what's wrong with you? You know? So that was a pretty cool moment because I love that the Usos are embracing this new, like, great image that I feel like they look better in, that they've probably been waiting years to do, but Vince makes lots of money off their kitty, you know, version of
The
them.
face
So
paint, the bright colors.
Yeah.
But the dark Usos are good.
the
I
Cena era is over.
I like. Oh,
Sorry.
talk about him. I like the Usos with the joggers, the T-shirts, the hats, the new theme music. I like every bit
I
of it.
want one of those shirts, like, day one-ish. Like, yeah.
Since day
Yeah.
one. I mean, I feel like that's
It's my A1 day one.
something we can do.
Yep.
Someday you might see us in those shirts. Matching shirts. That's
Yeah.
weird. I don't want to do matching shirts.
No, but I would cut the little, like, cute girl triangle out with, like, the collar and, like...
Why can't I cut my shirt like Zack Ryder does? He cuts his shirts off.
You can cut that, too, but
Or
I'm
like
just saying
AJ.
mine is totally
AJ
cute.
cuts his shirts. Cuts the sleeves
I would
off.
love if you tried
And
to
then
do
he
that.
cuts like the little tip because it's like tight on
Yeah.
his neck.
Yeah, so, but you know what I'm talking about, where there's
He
the
gets-
collar
he
and
gets-
there's, like, a triangle?
Pretty sure AJ gets this medium.
If you want to see me in a shirt with the triangle and, like, yeah, just let us know. Like this video. Thumbs it up. So, next match is...
Naomi versus Lana for the belt. Women's belt.
Like, should we talk about her
We're not supposed to call it
costuming
belts. Sorry,
first?
Vince.
The...
Sorry, Vince. belts.
What does he want us to call it?
You're not supposed to call the championships belts.
What are they supposed
according
to call? What is
to
supposed
Vince
to call?
McMahon. Championships? You're not supposed to call them title belts or belts at all. He doesn't like that idea.
You know how I feel about Vince, and I'm not gonna say it in this video,
belts,
but we all know what we're waiting for Vince to do.
Keep your pants up.
But you know what we're all waiting for Vince to do.
Let's keep it moving.
Anyways, Lana, let's talk about her outfit. Because I know it's about wrestling, but it's about outfits too.
The outfit was a little suspect.
It's not PG. It's not
I
PG.
thought someone was going to pop out.
It's not PG.
I didn't feel comfortable.
I feel like something did at one point, but the camera angles, they worked really hard on them, and I was like, what are you doing? That guy right there is getting a great show. So that was a little weird. I didn't think she did that bad for her first time out. I feel like they kind of made it easy for her. Even though Naomi is typically a sloppy worker, I feel like they didn't make it.
I wouldn't call her sloppy.
She's sloppy. Her kicks are sloppy. They never hit consistently. Like, she's not a consistent player. Like, I love Trin. I want her to do great. I think it's amazing that she's had the belt this long. But, yeah, I do. I like her real name. I don't know why she goes by Naomi when Trinity is
much better,
just as ethnic, though. Like,
well, no, it's not even that. It's a much better name.
It is a much better name, but I'm saying, like,
a much better stage name.
Because she had that whack girl, remember?
Oh,
the light skinned girl.
The Funkadactyls.
Yeah, that was whack.
Yeah.
So
most people don't remember.
We don't remember. I don't even remember her name. So sad. If you remember her name, comment down below. Help me out.
What is her?
And then, so Lana didn't do bad on her first showing out. I just feel like they set it up so she didn't look that bad. But then here's the hook, line, and sinker. Carmella comes out.
Oh yeah.
Real swaggy.
Yeah,
like
she's gonna tease these cash-ins for like the next 6 months.
I got this Miss Money in a Bank. What? And so she's like talking to the refs. Lana's distracted. It's like, it's this whole thing. Like, is she gonna cash? And I was like, no, she can't do it now. No, you gotta hold on to it. No, Miss Money in the Bank. You're the first one ever. No. He's like, is she gonna do it? I don't know. What? It was like this whole thing, and she didn't do it. So
yeah, she's not gonna do it for like another 4 or 5, maybe even 6 months.
Can you tell Naomi to stop it's glow time? Like, it's just.
I don't think it's her. I think it's just the gimmick they've given her.
It's glow time. It's glow time. It's glow time.
That's the gimmick they've given her.
It's not glow time. It's never glow time. Shut up. Like, I hate it.
So.
Hate it.
Jinder Mahal, wrestler Randy Orton.
So we actually talked about basketball this whole match.
A little bit. Not that the match was bad. It wasn't. It was actually a really good match.
And it wasn't like slow-ish. It was like medium paced.
Part of the problem was, and I think the WWE did for like casual fans, they made it like a thing where like, oh, Randy's in his hometown. He's gonna perform in front of his hometown crowd.
Yeah, he did much better. He didn't do like rest holds and stuff.
Well, that's another thing. That's a Randy Orton thing. But just in general, the idea is when you're at home wrestling, they typically book you to lose those matches. And
which sucks.
It's not
because
always...
I feel like you should win in front of your hometown crowd. Like, if I was traveling almost 300 days a year and I come back to Southern California, I want to win because I'm in my hometown. This is where people appreciate me. They love me. They care for me, hopefully, you know. Even if I'm a heel, they're going to cheer for me. But
but that's the thing. So in most cases, I think they figure, all right, so we'll have this hometown person lose. Whoever they lose to is going to get a massive heel response.
Right, but that is not what happened today.
Not always.
It was like, do we care? Like, it was kind of awkward. Like, I feel like the crowd was really with a lot of these matches. They had cheers going. Like, everything was going on. And then we got to Jinder Mahal and Randy. And it was like... And then the whole little, like, oh, I'm going to attack your father, Singh Brothers situation which was kind of weird.
Well, the Singh brothers are just there to take bumps.
And yeah, but Randy got distracted, so he's like putting these little guys through tables again, because that's what he does, pretty recklessly, I might add. And then like Jinder wins because Randy's been doing all this work with his crew. All I'm saying is that I feel like, I don't know, there's something missing. There's something missing, and I don't know if it's because like my Randy Orton luster has worn off.
Well, here's
or that I'm not attached to Jinder Mahal, but something is missing.
Here's what
for me.
Vince McMahon is saying right now.
What is he saying?
Jinder Mahal would be a great foil for John Cena.
Oh my god, I just want to kill myself.
It's gonna happen. Oh, fireworks going off. Right? See? Right when that happens.
So annoying.
The fireworks go off.
Leave, like, John, just stay on American Grit. Leave us alone. Pretend to be a Marine when you were never one. I don't understand, like, why do we... he's only been a bodybuilder and...
He played football, too. Oh, he did? It's not a lie?
Listen, John has been the same guy for the last, like, 15 years.
You hate on John Cena more than I do, and
yeah.
I should hate on him.
You know why? Because when I first started, yes, because when I first started liking wrestling, he used to come out, and I feel like he was more real back then. Because so if you guys have watched our other videos, you would know that as a child, you know, I'm born in the 80s, so in the 90s, that was the Attitude Era. I was not allowed to watch wrestling. So as an adult, when I met this guy, we started watching wrestling, and I've caught up a lot on the network, and then I always tried to stay in it. Like, I liked wrestling as a kid, but I just couldn't watch it full time. So anyways, I meet John Cena when I meet this guy, and he's like the whole, you can't see me, but he's like the rapper Cena, you know?
Rapper Cena is much better than...
And so I was really into it, and then he started wearing 4 wristbands and elbow pads and cartoon t-shirts.
Well, they were all like, you know, bright red, bright orange.
And I was just green, like, what happened? And he would always tell me, like, no, he's whack. And I'm like, nah, like, so I went really hard for this dude.
I like rapping Cena. No. Dr.
Okay, a little bit, yeah.
Cena?
Yeah, okay.
Dr. Thugonomics Cena was, like, dope.
But it was like the cheerleader era with Dolph. So we'll talk about that later, because we had a major argument during that match about Dolph.
We did.
So we might as well have it on camera. I feel like we should do, like, these watch with us for these pay-per-views, because we like go hard, you know, actually during the pay-per-view, but you guys don't get to see that.
They would have heard like a whole conversation about LeBron and Draymond Green.
Right.
I don't.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We gotta let it.
That's fine.
We gotta let you into our world, maybe. So, yeah. So that's what we did during Jinder Mahal and Randy Orton.
We did.
We talked about a bunch of different stuff. Not necessarily what they were doing.
Well, towards the end of the match...
Yeah, we paid attention.
Yeah. Because I was just like, they're doing a whole lot for this match. A lot of spectacle.
Right.
And it was good.
And then, like, Randy goes to the side, like, camera side, and he's like, yeah, to the crowd, you know, because it's his hometown. So, I appreciated it.
We have to talk about Legends Row.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
that played into it.
Yeah, so they introduced all the legends, and, like, some, of course, people didn't know. And then his dad, like... Sorry, Randy, but your dad didn't really do much when he was a wrestler. I'm just saying.
He probably did stuff.
He had a cowboy hat and tight jeans. Every time I've seen him on the network. And a cast.
The cast, yeah.
And a cast. Right? But he's still a legacy kid. Randy's done more than him.
That was good.
And then Ric Flair stood up and everybody was like, woo! You know, because we love Rick. Like, woo! You know, I'm just saying. Woo!
Take a chop like a champion.
Whatever, that was light. Do you want a real chop?
Go for it.
No, I'm just joking. I'm not going to chop him for real. Okay, so anyways, moving on. I didn't really watch this match. Talk about it. I don't.
Yeah, this was your snack break match.
I got chips and salsa.
Well, the Fashion Police, because I won't call them the other name, the combo name, I'm not going to call them that.
I just wish Tyler was away from him.
But the Fashion Police came out, and they were like, all right, we're going to fight somebody. They attacked us backstage.
Their package, though, was amazing. The fake Miami Vice thing.
That was
Loved
good.
it.
That was good.
The board in the back, if you're clever and you know a lot about, like, Arn Anderson was on that board.
Ted DiBiase.
Yeah, Michael Hayes, which I can't stand Michael Hayes, but that's another video for another day.
I can't remember who else was on there.
It was
a good
a lot.
board,
It was a good board, and they had like really good. And then they were like referencing
Dusty was
Michael
on
Jackson. Oh yeah, he was something about fashion.
Yeah.
He's like a VIP or something.
Yeah.
That was dope. They did a really great job of imitating Miami Vice, so it was cool. But the Ascension. Let's talk about the one dude that gained like 1,000,000 pounds. Like
Connor.
Clearly, I'm not thin. That's okay.
Ooh.
But Connor is having some upkeep problems. But I've not been a fan of the Ascension since NXT. Like, I just never liked them really, and then I feel like they came up to the main roster, and then they're like lackluster.
Too soon.
They're like the jobbers of.
They didn't develop a good gimmick for them. To come up to the main roster.
They're like, what's the '80s team? Except they don't wrestle as well.
Well, they mimicked a number of '80s teams. They're supposed to be like the Road Warriors.
The Road Warriors, yes.
They're supposed to be like the Legion of Doom and the Road Warriors, the same team.
Yeah, yeah.
They're supposed to be Demolition, kind of.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to be Powers of Pain.
With the face paint and the outfits and all
that.
There's
a number of teams.
Ooh, they just bother me.
I think the Ascension could do much better if they had a good mouthpiece manager.
Yeah, I just want them to go away. So.
Okay.
Okay, but one of the things that I love. Well, so here's the thing. Shh. Don't tell Vince. Tell Triple H. I really want there to be a show where Paul Heyman trains people like me. I would be a great manager, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So people like me who they wouldn't necessarily like really let wrestle, even though I can get in there and be like really athletic. Don't judge me by the beauty thing now. I used to really be into sports. So anyways, I would be an amazing manager, so I want it to be kind of like better than their other shows where they like, you know, have competition for wrestlers. And I want them to train managers and then pick the top manager. And then the other people, like, of course, can get contracts too or whatever. But I just feel like there's space for that now. And I feel like we should go back to a space where some people have
like
managers.
The Diva Search. But for managers.
But for managers, yeah.
And so you have to cut a promo.
Yeah.
You have to go in. Just take, like, minimal bumps.
Like, I really even miss, like, the Macho Man / Miss Elizabeth combination. Like, you know, Miss Elizabeth couldn't really do much.
Conversation.
Yeah, they did.
Combination.
Yeah, like, but even still, like, when you look back on wrestling, even in, like, what is it, 70s, 80s?
Into the 90s.
So when I watch, like, on the network, the history of the WWE, like, managers were an integral part.
Oh,
and I think that it's a key piece that we're missing. Maybe we'll do a countdown of top managers. You think we should?
I think we should.
Yeah. And so I think that it's the acting piece that comes in, and then it kind of helps heals a lot because their manager gets involved. And, like, I just think that Paul Heyman has been doing it so long since Paul E. Dangerously or whatever.
Dangerously.
Yeah, Dangerously. And so I think that, like, he could really successfully do a show, but Vince, I want to check because I have this on record that I came up with the idea. So, you know, because what? I like to get paid. Anyways. So, yeah. Who won that match? I don't even know who won.
The
Fashion Police?
Yeah, Fashion Police.
Breezango won?
No, I'm not gonna use that.
Okay.
That's the stupidest name.
Yeah, I think I kind of just like got chips and salsa during that. All right, so the last match of the night.
Main event. What? What are you mad about?
You know what I'm mad about.
Oh, and Shinsuke got attacked.
So, right.
I thought that was stupid, and then he came back out.
So we're going through the entrances, and we hear Shinsuke's music coming out.
Well, I thought once AJ got introduced first, I was like, okay, well, Shinsuke's coming out last. And then they introduced all these people, and I was like, wait, Baron hasn't come out yet.
Baron's last.
Shinsuke's.
And all we see is him on the ground with his, like, entrance, and then he's about to hit his head up, and Baron comes in and starts beating on him. And I did the Roman Reigns treatment with him, where, like, they take him out, and it's,
Royal Rumble that year.
So annoying, and it's so pitiful.
It's kind of whack.
And I'm like, Shinsuke is strong style. He's with it. He can handle this. It was so disappointing. So I kind of, like, was irritated this whole match. So we got into it about Dolph Ziggler because I'm not here for it. Like, and I don't think I'm ever gonna be here for it. Cause here's several things. Okay,
he's good.
So I'm gonna break it down. So he's a good jobber for amazing main eventers, and that's how I feel about it. So here's the thing, like, and Dolph will probably clap back on me on Twitter, and I don't care.
Well, you didn't present it like that when we were talking about it.
No, but that's just how I feel about it. Like,
well,
you said he's like mid. You said he's like mid card. So I feel like mid card is kind of like jobbing, mostly. Well, he can have like the what is it? The United States title, or like if he's on Raw, he can have like Miz's title. Right, so he can have that. But he always whines and cries and like, I never get a chance. But like, who wants to give you a chance when you're trying to make yourself identical to Shawn Michaels, Heartbreak Kid? Like, his hair tonight was terrible, and it was like a low-key throwback to Shawn in a decade where it looked okay. Then his little zebra pants and all of that, and then he still whines and cries. You like those?
Well, no, I wouldn't.
Right. No, I don't.
But I mean, like, they were good for him.
I just feel like Dolph should accept where he falls. That like he's a decent wrestler, but we don't like his look. Like, if he was born in like the time where he would have been a wrestler in the 80s.
Decent?
Yeah, if he was born,
he's a good performer.
He is. But he's not the look that we want. He's not the person we want. Clearly, he's not.
I mean, if you power rank the people in the match,
he's the bottom. Oh, besides Baron Corbin, so he's one up from the top, like from the bottom, one up. So that's it. Like, if you look at all these other people,
spoiler alert,
they all go before him. So I'm just not interested.
I can tell.
Dolph,
you're so angry right
no,
now.
I'm just. Like, people keep making this case for him, but I don't want him to be my champion. There's nothing about him. Like, even his face structure, I know it's probably weird for some of you guys, right? But from a woman's perspective, he looks like the 80s, like, wrestlers. So what was that guy's name? Was it Rick Rude? They used to, like...
Oh, he's a gyrate, yeah.
And then he put, like, the guy's wife on his trunks.
Yeah.
That's who freaking Dolph Ziggler reminds me of.
Well, he needs to be
because he does the little like twisting. Yeah, he does. But I'm saying, like,
Rick Rude was like fantastic. He was like one of the best heels of all time.
In the way that he has an attitude, he's kind of in the middle. So he whines and cries in real life on Twitter, and then on actual shows, what does he do? On actual shows, he's just kind of like in between sometimes. Like, he wants us to like him, and then he's not heel enough, and then he's just a crybaby. He went through the whole crybaby space with The Miz, where they did a whole package of him from cheerleader to now. So he was giving him props because he's been a cheerleader, but I don't care. I don't care.
They gave him bad gimmicks.
No. You work your hardest at whatever gimmick you have. Okay. Like, so here's my thing, too. So AJ is dang near 40. I'm gonna say dang because
no, he's already 40.
He just turned 40.
His birthday was in June.
So he just turned 40. He's barely been in the WWE.
AJ.
He's been working. I know, yeah.
Video, huh?
He's been working.
It says AJ.
Yeah.
It's the AJ.
He's been working so hard all of these years to get to WWE, but Dolph can't make the best out of getting that check and being in the WWE already. No, I'm not here for it. I'm not buying it. I know that I have a very polarizing personality. I'm sorry, but you know, I'm just saying. Like, I've been processing this whole Dolph thing for a while, and I'm over it.
Yeah.
Because even on Divas, what is it called? Yeah, the Divas. Total Divas. He whines about not having a girlfriend or a wife. That's not our problem. Go find one.
I don't watch Total Divas.
But the last time I watched, he was whining about not having a girlfriend or a wife. My thing is, like, there's a million girls in the world. You can have one if you wanted one. I don't understand. But that must be how whack you are, that you can't find a girlfriend or a wife. So you whine and complain about everything. I'm sorry.
So,
the only thing that I'm going to go as hard as is the finish of this match. PG channel. Okay. So, Sami Zayn, always a loser. Kevin Owens, Mr. America right now.
He took a tough bump
Oh
tonight.
my God. AJ put him into the ladder.
That was a tough bump.
Like, oh, we were both like, and he's like, the ladder didn't break. I'm like, is it supposed to? Oh, also, they threw him into a ladder and it like twisted.
Oh yeah.
That was early on.
Yeah.
I'm like, your body, are you gonna have like ladder marks on your body? I'm so confused. That was hard. That was hard to watch. And Shinsuke was out most of the match. Then
that's never a good thing.
It's never a good thing.
Don't book your face.
Don't give him the Roman Reigns treatment. Why?
Well, just it's not even Roman Reigns. Just in general, don't book your face to get beat up at the beginning of the match and have to come in at the end.
Right.
That's not how you book a popular babyface comeback.
No. They only cheered because it's Shinsuke. If it was anybody else, if it was Roman Reigns, they would have booed. So Baron is going up for the case. Shinsuke comes in, tears it up. We're like, yes, maybe there's a chance. Oh my gosh, yes. So then, series of events. Baron still gets up there.
No. Before you can go there, we have to talk about the face-off between AJ and Shinsuke.
Oh, that was amazing because a lot of people maybe missed their Japanese situation.
New Japan match they had right before both those guys signed with the WWE.
So everybody's been wanting it, and we thought we weren't going to get it. We thought they were going to like hold off more, but no, they went at it. It was good. It's good work. Like,
I mean, but they still have to have a full-fledged match.
Absolutely.
And I mean, I feel like they're gonna think that they have to turn one of those guys heel to have them have a really good match.
They don't have to.
I don't think you do, but
once again, we're just waiting for Vince to do what? Anyways.
You know, just relax.
So yeah. Baron goes up. Baron's hanging on to it, but he's not as strong as AJ. Oh, because AJ had the spot in the match.
Oh, yeah, that one spot.
Where he was like, you know, how people climb rope. He was climbing the chain. And I'm like, AJ is so phenomenal. Like, he's so phenomenal. But yeah, AJ's amazing. We don't have the gloves yet, but...
I don't know. Is this the right hand up in front? I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So it's the left. But anyways.
Is it the left in front?
Yeah.
So it's like this?
Like this.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, we're matching.
Yeah. So.
We don't have the gloves though.
I'm like, no, Baron, no, Baron, no, Baron,
but I have the AJ
no, Baron, no, no, Baron. But here's my thing, like, can I say hated? Like, you know, I just despise Baron Corbin. From NXT, from Battleground. Like, this guy is like the bane of my existence.
And he's the best heel in the company.
Besides Dolph, that's what I'm saying. He's the lowest on the total pole. Like, this guy right here, like, I can't stand his balding belly, gas out, bad attitude having, lone wolf, thinks he's cool self. Like, I can't do it with him. Like, I love heels. Like, because honestly, in wrestling biz, I would be a heel. Honestly, in wrestling, I would be a heel. Like, in life, I'm a villain. Like, for real. Like,
yeah, you're kind of a heel in real life.
Like, I'm Harley Quinn all day, every day.
You're kind of just a regular heel. I don't.
Yeah, so I get heel mentality, but I just feel like Baron Corbin doesn't deserve the shot. Like, I think that he's just tall. He's a football guy. Vince likes those kind of guys. And I'm irritated because then when he cashes in, if he wins, I'm going to be heated. Like, we're going to do an instant reaction. He's going to have to catch me on camera whenever that happens. And it's going to be an instant reaction.
I can tell you what's going to happen. What I think is going to happen.
Go ahead.
So, Jinder's going to hold the belt until maybe SummerSlam or so.
Yeah.
John Cena is going to beat Jinder at SummerSlam or so. And he's going to break Ric Flair's record.
This is so painful.
But to put the ultimate heel monster nasty heat on a player, Baron Corbin is going to cash in at that moment. So even if you don't even like John Cena, you have to be mad at the fact that we have to let this settle. We have to let this simmer. But we can't, because this guy is the worst guy ever. And he's going to cash in at that moment.
I just don't like any of this.
I mean, it might not be at SummerSlam. It might be a couple weeks later, whenever John has to go back to film.
Right, because, you know, he's Mr. I love WWE and I'm going to attack The Rock. But now I'm barely there because I'm not really talented. I have 5 moves of doom. Whatever. So anyways, you can clearly see I do not like this whole scenario. I feel like Baron Corbin didn't deserve a shot. On Battleground, we saw that because he wasn't a hard worker. He's not very disciplined. He likes to hang out by himself.
Well, I wouldn't say he wasn't a hard worker.
Which is cool. No, he's not. Because every time Triple H asks him to do something, he's like, I can't. I don't know. Like, I tried my hardest. And Triple H is like, dude. Like, come on, man. You know, I don't like him as a person. Now, I know that has nothing to do with character and storyline and all that. But if we're bringing in my opinion on things, I feel like I like to know who the people are behind the scenes, right? So part of the reason I don't like Fandango, part of Brazango, is because I don't really like who he is behind the scenes. And that's part of the wrestling biz now, right? We didn't used to know. So we didn't know that Ric Flair was like making a lot of families all over the USA.
Wait a minute.
But I love Ric Flair.
Allegedly.
Like, I love him. Like, I love him, right? Like, but here's the thing. Like, now it's a thing that we know who they are as people. So I feel like out of this card, Dolph Ziggler even goes above him. Right? Because he's with Renee? No,
No, it's Dean.
No, it's Dean. Who's he with? Nobody, right? Oh, yeah, he's nobody. He was nobody.
I think he had something with Dana Brooke for a minute, but I don't think it lasted.
Okay, so there's no redeeming quality. But I just think that he's a really passionate guy that, like, really wants to be on top.
It's probably awkward.
What?
Can we shout out Bray Wyatt and JoJo?
Okay, so we kind of have an attachment to JoJo because
he's winning.
JoJo, he used to watch Solo Divas with me. And JoJo wanted to be a wrestler, but Bray Wyatt is with JoJo now, and
winning. Well, I mean, no, he's cheating on his wife. That's not.
That's not okay.
That's not good.
That's not okay.
Well, apparently.
Allegedly.
We don't know for sure.
Allegedly.
Those are the rumors.
If the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit. Just saying. Anyways. Baron Corbin won, and I'm pissed about it, and I don't like it, and I don't want him to go any further. And it's not about just, like, it's not the heel, like, heat that's, like, good. It's, like, the go-away heat for me. That's what it is. And I think that there's a lot of fans that agree.
It X-Pac heat.
It's not good.
Like, I don't want to see your face go away.
That's the guy's name, right?
Yeah. And he had a lot of issues. I know.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay, my final thoughts are that SmackDown is kicking Raw's butt every single pay-per-view so far. For some reason, I'm just super hyped for SmackDown. Last Raw pay-per-view, I fell asleep. You should go watch that video. I'll link it down below. But, yeah, I loved this pay-per-view. Like, I think that SmackDown is killing it, and I love it. I mean, I didn't like some of the people who won, but at least I was entertained. At least I was able to have an opinion. At least I was on my feet. Like, I literally jumped up several times in this pay-per-view and was excited. So, SmackDown, it's kind of like when Paul Heyman was in charge of SmackDown before, and it was actually killing in the ratings, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and so they try to make SmackDown, like, this lesser of the show. But I think even during the week, we watch SmackDown entirely, and we don't watch Raw entirely.
Well, SmackDown is it's the wrestling show.
Yeah. And the packages were really good. Oh, we didn't talk about that. Dang it.
Oh, yeah, the packages.
The women's packaging was really good. Like, that package was
video
really
package
good. Like,
before the
oh, it was so good.
Money in the Bank.
I feel like they did
match.
a really good chance.
Yeah, no, it was great.
Really good shot for it. Like,
it was great.
It was really good. So what are your final thoughts, Jay? I feel like I talked a lot this one. I'm so sorry. I just was really passionate about it.
No, it's good. I want you to express your feelings. That's good. That's good. It's good for us.
People are gonna hate me.
Well, I mean that.
It's okay. I'm used to being hated.
What else is new, dude? Anyway, it was a good show. It was a really good show. I see what they're doing, and it could be fun.
Yeah.
Especially with, Baron winning and then holding on to the briefcase until the moment's really right. Mm-hmm. That could be really good. And then you have the New Day and the Usos feud. I mean, that can last a good 2, 3, 4 months of
Here
just
for it.
fun.
All these colored
with
people.
those guys. And then you can intermix some of the other tag teams with it.
American Alpha is going to come back. That'll be legit.
Oh, American Alpha.
This is just hard for us because we like all three of these teams. Like,
what are they
you know? Right and here's the thing. So when I say, like, all these teams of color, like, we're people of color, right? I'm mixed, you know. Clearly, we know what he is. I
can't hide it.
But here's the thing. Like, wrestling previously, even going through the history and, like, what is it? The legends of WWE?
Yeah.
Like, there's just not that many people of color. So anytime we see people of color winning, we're like, yes. Woo! Get it. Party, 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 party. Right? So then to see them go against each other, it's kind of like a two-edged sword. But...
double-edged sword.
Two-edged. 1, 2.
Double-edged?
Okay, whatever. But, yeah, I just kind of feel like...
However...
it's great.
My favorite wrestler is shirts backwards because the
AJ.
way the camera works.
Yeah, so we're not racist, though.
AJ is my favorite wrestler.
And then, well, I really love Charlotte since we're on SmackDown. But Sasha is my favorite. Like, Sasha's been my favorite since she turned into the legit boss. And then Bayley. So, like, I'm pretty, like,
Bayley's
diverse.
Also on Raw.
She is. But I'm just saying, as far as SmackDown, I only like Charlotte, pretty much.
No,
like, who else?
I like Natalya.
So Natty, like, I just feel like she's the mid-card girl. She's never going to win. She's never going to have, like, the elusive thing. She's okay. I think that she's really sloppy. I think she's really, really sloppy.
I think her athleticism needs to catch up to her in-ring ability.
She needs, like, to be sharpened. So maybe Brian Kendrick, is that his name? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he needs to train her like he was training. What happened to Eva Marie? She's gone, right? She's on drugs?
Yeah, they don't. No, she's not on drugs, but they just didn't hire her back.
It didn't work out. Okay.
She wants to pursue other avenues.
Well, I'm just bringing that up because on Total Divas, he trained her.
Allegedly, she wanted to pursue other avenues.
And she did much better after he trained her. So I think that Naomi needs to take, not time away, but like her extra moments, she needs to sacrifice.
She can't take time away. She's a champion.
Yeah, but she could take extra moments to practice a little harder. Because I feel like her moves would be dope, but she's very sloppy.
You're so hard on her.
I'm not. I want her to really, really succeed. And I don't think the, like,
no, you do.
glow up.
No,
like,
you
please
do.
say that, because it's true.
No, you do. You do. I don't
really
think you're
want her to
feeling the glow gimmick.
I
don't like the glow gimmick either. I think that's dumb for a chick.
I think it just worked in with her being able to dance. So they really wanted her to, like, dance and, like, show that ability because they weren't sure what to do with her personality. Because I don't think she's the best actress of the bunch. But I'm really amazed at her chance and, like, that she's doing pretty well. I just want her to be cleaner. I want her to have a solid personality, be able to speak a little better on the mic. Like, I just want her to, like, hashtag Black Excellence. Like, that's all I want. You know? Like, and I want it because, so this is probably going to be controversial for some people, but I want it because she's not, like, Sasha is a light-skinned, like, we're team mixed person, right? Like, we're light-skinned, right? But, and you can chime in, but Naomi's not, and I don't think that you see that very often. Like, I don't think that people that are deeper skin tone get as much of a chance.
No.
And so I want her to win. Like, I want her to do well. And I want people to like her. But I just feel like they don't really know what to do with her. So it's frustrating, you know? And then I know that Becky gets more cheers, but I'm just like, come on. Like, give Trent a chance. 2017, give Trent a chance. That's all I want.
Absolutely.
So I know I come off really harsh sometimes. But
no, you're expressing...
just really passionate about it. Like...
you know, the truth about what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's another video for another day.
And every time that she comes out with the belt, I'm like, yes, Trent has the belt. Like, you know? But I just want the best out of her. So, that's my deal. And then Natalya is just kind of like... she's a legacy kid and, like, all of that or whatever. But
no, but she's super solid.
She's super solid, but she's there to make the matches better but not win. So, that's kind of, like, why I don't back her.
They're not going to book her to be dominant like that.
Definitely not.
And that's unfortunate for her because she's really good.
Vince is never gonna like her look, and I'm not saying Natalia's ugly because I think she's amazing. Like, I think that her body is in tip-top shape for what her sizing is, and how her body is set up. And I think that Vince needs to get over himself, because I feel like Tamina has a really great, like, her body is fit for her body type, and I feel like these women have a lot to offer, but you know, there's still that little bit of like prejudice in him.
We'll see what happens with Nia Jax.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because she's
also booked as a monster, which I think is ridiculous. Just because you're big doesn't mean you be booked as a monster. Like, her body type is just Samoan. Like, that's it, you know? It's not really like...
I mean, that's a really good point.
That's really disgusting. Like, if you look history-wise in things that they do with people of color, it's actually pretty disgusting that she's booked as a monster. Because why can't she be booked as, like, the beautiful... She still does her makeup, her hair is done, like, her outfits are pretty, she's just not a size 2. So, you know, I think that it's kind of unfair that she's booked to, like...
You're absolutely right.
Run people over and squash matches when we've seen her do work in Battleground. Like, we've seen her. So I just, it's kind of frustrating because it's a stereotypical. Maybe it'll take us like 10 more years.
Battleground's part of NXT.
Yeah, sorry. It's a
we
network show.
Mentioned it earlier.
Yeah.
I think we did earlier.
Yeah, we did. Still. But, like, my thing is, like, I just kind of feel like it might take us 10 more years. Or when we all know what we want what happens to Vince and Triple H takes over for things to get better, you know? So, it's just kind of sad. Like, women's wrestling has come a long way. I'm very proud of the Money in the Bank match for them. I think that that's phenomenal.
No, it was great.
I think that the next, like, game in 2018... 2K18 should have it should have a women's storyline and a men's storyline so that you can play either or. I think that would be phenomenal. I think that women have proven themselves to this point, but I still think that there's stereotypes that the good old boys club like Michael Hayes, Arn Anderson, Vince McMahon, they all like to play behind the scenes, and that's just who they are as people. And so I'm not like, I don't hate them. I just wish that they would be more progressive and allow people to, like, really be themselves or play a character well that's not a stereotype. So I think that, like, the New Day broke out of that.
No, I believe you. You're so passionate.
I'm sorry.
I love every second of it. I didn't know we were going the route today.
Well, it could be like Steven Larson and talk about other things.
I thought it was gonna be a different video.
I know.
No, I'm happy.
Shout out to Steven Larson on Going in Raw. We like them.
Going in what?
Going in Raw.
Going in what?
We watch their videos every week.
Yeah, they're
I
great.
like them.
They're great.
They're amazing, and so I'm like the steam of this team. But
so you have to say Liz here.
Yeah.
And Larson.
Yeah.
And Jason. We're gonna copy.
No, but we say it's Jay and I'm Lizzy. Anyways, yeah, I didn't mean to like go that route, but I just feel like sometimes the people of color, like, if you know what it is, it's because in the back of my mind I'm thinking of Jinder Mahal and the Singh brothers. So it's very much a caricature of Indian culture. It's not like he's a person who happens to be Indian. It's like, what is it called? The modern day Maharaja, whatever.
Maharaja,
yeah.
Kind of like the ruler.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know because I haven't talked to any Indian people. We have an Indian friend, but like, I haven't talked to them about it to see if it bothers them. But I just feel like it's a character of Indian culture stereotype, right? So for me, a lot of this stuff, I feel like it's still very much like early wrestling, early territory stuff where like people of color are booked how the nation kind of sees them. And I don't really like that. But I think that it's going to take us time. So I'm hopeful, because women's wrestling is coming around, that over the next 10 years, people of color can come around and we won't necessarily like have to be stereotypes. That makes sense. How do you feel about it? I don't know.
That's a separate video for a separate day, but I do feel, a type of way about that. Just, because, they've sold the idea of, this is the first black heavyweight champion. That was, Ron Simmons and
yeah,
WCW, NWA.
that was forever ago.
No, it was 92.
That was forever ago now.
To me, that's not a long time ago.
92? We're in 2017.
Okay, what?
Yeah. But there's been nobody after him, right?
Well, The Rock.
Well, yeah. Some people don't count The Rock because he's mixed like me. But then, did Booker T have it?
Yeah, Booker T was the
okay,
world
Booker T
champion
did
too.
have it. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to go into this debate.
Yeah, I just,
I have to my notes, my research.
Right. We'll do another video. Yeah, we'll do another video.
Yeah.
It just came up because I was just thinking of, I was just thinking of all that stuff. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
It's rant time. But.
So, Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank. I give it 2 thumbs up. I like it. I liked it. I was with it, except for Baron Corbin winning. What?
1?
And a half?
And yeah, so.
Why a half?
A half?
We were thoroughly entertained the entire time.
You're right.
Raw does not give us that. The Raw pay-per-views, I fell asleep.
I know, you're absolutely right. But here's the thing. So, it was a good show. I was thoroughly entertained.
Mm-hmm.
I was disappointed by 90% of the outcomes tonight.
That's true. No, you're right. Okay. I give it to you.
Not because I don't see where they're going.
But because it's just crappy. Carmella being tossed the briefcase. I get it. Yeah.
I think they could have booked that better.
They could have. And then what else? Baron winning.
I wanted
Shinsuke out of it.
James Ellsworth in that case to take a bump.
Yeah.
And then Carmella
Distracted,
sneak in and do it. You know what I'm saying? That would have been so much better.
But that's a typical spot. So maybe they were trying to be creative. So creative was trying there.
Yeah, but it just makes Carmella look weak.
It does, but I'm saying I see their pattern, what they're trying to do. But anyways,
it's as far as Naomi and Lana, if you wanted to build Lana as a real potential wrestler, you build this whole thing as this is our first wrestling match ever, kind of. Because she was on NXT or
kind of.
And she went some WrestleMania match or whatever.
Rusev, but it's terrible.
So you build her as that, and then she taps out.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. You're right. He's right. The outcome sucked.
So,
but it's just that we were thoroughly entertained. That makes it
And I get it. You want to tease AJ and Shinsuke they're gonna fight at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And it was yo, let's do it. And then Baron kind of sneaks in the back door. But if that would have been the case, if Shinsuke hadn't been beaten up and taken off or taken out of the match, this makes it seem weird. AJ was there the whole match getting beat up.
That's true.
So this pay-per-view was good. It was good, but too many parts of it were just
what?
Why are you guys doing
Wait, what?
this?
That's what we're doing. What? Yeah.
So even the whole Jinder and Randy Orton match with the legends at the ringside, that was good, but it was you're taking attention off the fact that Jinder is supposed to be considered a real threat.
Yeah. I feel it.
And it made it seem more of it's a gimmick.
I guess because they got it by me because it was so thrilling. The whole thing was so thrilling.
No, it was good.
Yeah.
But
good. I see what you're saying now. But I'm just saying that's why I didn't pay attention.
Tuesday, are you gonna be oh, Jinder's one of the best world champions I've ever seen?
Hell nah.
You're gonna remember more of Randy Orton tossing the Singh brothers around again.
Absolutely. Because he tosses those boys like it's nothing. He's like, shoot, oh, and then his face, he always looks so guilty, like, ugh.
Well, the last
pay-per-view, like that wasn't supposed to be landed that way. Oops. This time he did a better job of like clearing off
the
actual
he
tables.
protect them a lot better.
But they were still tossed.
But I mean, but that's what you're gonna remember more than the fact that you're gonna remember. Oh, there was Ric Flair. There was
those other old people.
Bob Orton Jr.
with the
all these other people there.
Yeah, I get it.
So I can't give this pay-per-view that high of a ranking.
I get it. Okay, so we want to know your ranking. So make sure that you comment down below. Tell us what you think was up with this pay-per-view. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. This is Jay, and I'm Lizzy. See you next time.